Good morning, friends. It's 12:17 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 7th of June, 2025. Of course, that's the 8th of June for my friends there on the other side of the planet. That's right, my friends in Australia, my friends in Melbourne. Oh, I want to apologize to my friends in Perth because I realize I almost never mentioned them. Because Perth is also a town in Canada, and I don't know why. I just associate Perth with Canada. I'm an idiot. But anyways, to all my friends everywhere, not just you folks in Australia, I hope everybody's doing well today, my friends. Why am I doing this at 12:17 a.m.? I don't have time to do the video in the morning. We're traveling, doing a bit of a drive to go to Wendy's family's family reunion. It is being held in a town called Innisfail, which is just a little north of Calgary. Over an hour drive, but we not particularly long drive, but we're doing that and we're leaving early. So I got to get something down here for you. And what I did is I recorded the jokes, and I'm recording this because you know what? I'm not gonna not do a video, my friends, and I'm not gonna say good morning if it's not actually morning. It is technically morning because it's 12:17 a.m. Well, 19 a.m. now. So I'm technically correct, and that's the best kind of correct. Speaking about I am Lee. I'm the guy who started the groups. Well, I thought it was funny. And you, my friends, who are you? You're you, and you're awesome. How do I know you're awesome? These groups, they weren't awesome until you got here. And guess what? They're awesome now. That means you're awesome, right? Cheers to you, my friends. Thank you for making us awesome. And cheers to the person who's having a shot every time I say the word awesome. Oh, you might want to go to the hospital. Yeah, friends, we're taking off early in the morning, and I'm not going to not leave a video if I can avoid it. And I haven't yet. Like, so far, I think we're up to, we're over 180 videos in a row. That's 180 days in a row, my friends. More than that. And I don't want to break that chain if I don't have to. So I've got today's video for you. It's mostly just the jokes, my friends. Mostly just the jokes. But I wanted to tell you folks how awesome you are. You know, like we're well over 750,000 strong now. We're the funniest city on the internet. Population us, my friends. Funny people in a funny place, and we make people laugh. And that's been the plan. That's the whole reason for these groups. That's the whole reason for most of my life, is to make people laugh, my friends. So thanks for making that happen. And I really, really appreciate it. You folks rock. So what are you doing today? Why don't you leave a comment on today's video, and we'll talk about it tomorrow, my friends. I promise. We'll have more time to talk tomorrow. Give me something to talk about. Leave a comment on this video about what you did today or what you're doing today. And like I said, we'll talk about it tomorrow. It'll be awesome. And me, as I mentioned, well, actually not just me, Wendy and I, and her brother and the rest of her family, they have a big family reunion going on in a town called Innisfail, Alberta. It's just north of Calgary. Over an hour drive, but it's not a particularly long drive. It's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow. It's going to be great. They're great people, great food, a lot of German food. So it's going to be good. So that's what I'm doing today, my friends. And I'm hoping on Sunday I've got a lot to talk about, and I'm hoping on Sunday I got a lot of your stuff to talk about, because you're going to leave comments on this video, right? You're going to tell us what you're doing. Come on, help me out here. Help me make these videos more interesting. All right, so where the heck are we here? We're kind of rushing along here because it's a little late, and I want to go to bed because, well, I got to drive in the morning. So let's take a look. I told you what time it was here. I know I told you what time it was here. And then I definitely told you what the date was. It's the 7th of June. And then I'm pretty sure I told you what the day was on the other side of the world there for my friends in Perth. And my friends in, Melbourne. And all those places in Australia. Then I told you what I'm doing today. Well, I think I also told you folks that you folks are awesome, right? Before I got to anything else, I say we're awesome. I mentioned that we have a whole bunch of people here, and that we're only awesome because you're awesome. I think I said all that kind of stuff. And then I mentioned my day today, and then I asked you what you're doing. I really want to hear about it, so please leave a comment on this video. And we'll talk about that tomorrow. And then I skipped the featured post. That's because, friends, I want to go to bed. And I want to give you a better video tomorrow. But I skipped that. I got us to right here. Pretended I was confused. Well, I am always a little bit confused. And then wrapped it all up there. Sort of figured out where we were. And then, you know what we're going to do now, right? We're going to go right to those bad jokes. There's a new restaurant in town called Karma. There's no menu. You just get what you deserve. I spent $80 on a belt that doesn't fit. My wife says it's a huge waste. What do you call a zombified piece of toast? The unbread. I asked my wife what she liked best about me, my chiseled looks or my incredible physique. And she said my sense of humor. I heard Amazon is opening a chain of butcher shops. They're gonna call them Prime Rib. What's the best way to get a guy to do something? Tell him he's too old to do it. My friend said he managed to glue himself to his autobiography. I don't believe him, but that's his story and he's sticking to it. These bad jokes are all I have. You might say I'm dad inside. I lost my job at Pepsi last week after working there for years. I tested positive for Coke. Why can't T-Rexes clap their hands? Because they're extinct. Thank you so very much for coming back for those jokes, because I do know there's a group of you that come back for those jokes. And you know, if you've never commented on these videos before, but you watch the videos, or if it's your first time watching one of these videos, I would love if you left a comment. Let me know what you think of the jokes, if there's a joke that you liked, if there's a joke you didn't like particularly. I'd love to get any feedback on that. And you know what? Do you have a joke you want me to tell? I'd love to hear that too. You can leave a comment on this video if you want with that joke, or you can send your joke or jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. That's jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. And if I use your joke, I'm giving you credit for it. I promise. I'll be telling people right here, this part of the video, that I used your joke. My friend Dave Knapp sends jokes on a very regular basis, and I'm always thanking him for those jokes. Why? Because A, he deserves those thanks, and B, it really helps out. These videos, they're not like hard to make, but the hardest part of the video to make is the joke segment. Why? Well, I have to find the jokes and I record each joke individually and then I edit them, blah, blah, blah. It's so much easier when I've got jokes to tell, when I don't have to also look for 10 new jokes every day. Or new to us jokes, I should say. They're all old jokes, right? So I want to tell your jokes. Send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. And if I tell your jokes, I'm thanking you. We're going to wrap up this video, my friends. Why? Well, I gotta edit the video and then I gotta go to bed. And once again, I am so sorry for giving you such a short video. And I hate doing these short videos. If you've watched my videos on any regular basis, when I do a short video, it always kind of bothers me. But I don't want to leave you without a video, because I haven't missed a day yet since we started doing this back in, I think it was December last year. And I'm pretty happy about that. And I want to keep that up. And I'm sorry about using a technicality to call this a good morning video. But hey, being technically correct is the best kind of correct, right, folks? I'm sorry. We're going to have a better video tomorrow, I promise you. But before I wrap it up, and I am wrapping up this video, I don't want to repeat myself. Thank you for making us the funniest city on the internet, my friends. Population us, those funny people, that's right. In that funny place, making people laugh, you bet. Thanks for doing that, my friends. Thanks for making us amazing. And, it's just crazy. We've got so many people here, isn't it? In a good kind of crazy, though. I'm going to be here again tomorrow. I know I've got a group of you that are going to be back here again tomorrow. I really hope we have some new people. But if we don't, we're already the best place. We're already the funniest place. All the love, my friends.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was